And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for your favorite game.
Who's that douche canoe?
Who's that douche canoe? What you gonna do? And I take the poop and it lands on your shoe. Woohoo! Yeah. That's right. And who is this douche? It looks like Michael Jordan. Oh. Patrice O'Neal. Ellie Savalas. Gary Wood. Tiger Woods. Hey, Penny has a petition myself. He's the Shaquille O'Neal too. Oh man, it's gotta be somebody cool, man. I know it. It's an American hero. Yeah. Wait, why are you booing? Why would you boo Casey Kimberly? Because he's a douchebag. I mean, that's the best part of being a First Amendment auditor is that you're a douchebag, right? Like, you're a professional punk, and he's the punkiest punk, whoever punk's punk. He's supposed to... Noise! That was loud! Oh man, that scared the poop out of me. In fact, I think I got some on Ez's keyboard. Yeah, that's good stuff, right, Ez?
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh boy. Glad to be here today. Happy. Joy. Yeah, I woke up early. So that's good. I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling pretty good. My knee's still a little stiff. Yesterday I had a bad day. Because my knee hurt so bad, but I'll be all right. Inform Lord Vader we have a prisoner. And yes, it was KC Cameraboy. I'm thinking I gotta make some new Who's That Douche Canoe segments, because I'm starting to just repeat ones that I already used before. And they're getting too easy. But here's the thing, and maybe some of you guys, if could make some suggestions, but Microsoft in last November, so just in November, so it's only been a short time, they stopped, it still exists, but like you can't get it from the Microsoft store anymore. They stopped support for Paint 3D, which was what I used for all of my videos and all of my stuff and all of my graphics. I used Paint 3D, and now it doesn't work anymore and you can't download it. I guess I might be able to bootleg it from a site, but...
Oh my gosh, they got with a Paint 3D? Isn't that where I put all my characters?
Yes, all that stuff that you made in Paint 3D. We still have that old computer, so we might be able to still do it on there, or still at least get your old pictures. Plus, I have my external hard drive that some of them are saved on. So your stuff isn't necessarily gone forever, but the point is, when I'm trying to create new stuff, my whole thing is like with the Who's That Douche Canoe, right? Like I take somebody's picture, like if you took a picture of me, and then I just click on it, and then tell it to get rid of the background. And that's why I loved it, because it was like, it would keep me, but get rid of the background. And then I could copy and paste me, or whatever was in the picture, into something else without the background at all. So I don't know any other that's the only software I ever used to do that. So I don't know what other software does that. No, Microsoft Paint? No, regular Paint doesn't. That's why I used Paint 3D. Not because I was trying to get 3D graphics, but because you could do that. You could just grab the person's image and take it out of there and put it in a different file and then write Who's That Douche Canoe, and then I could have the image. But I've never used any other program to do that, so I don't know what other programs do that. So if you guys know what I'm talking about and have any suggestions of any other programs I might be able to use to do that, let me know. So in the meantime, let's do our greetings. Minnie is waiting for me to get him something to drink, even though he knows where the cups are and he knows where the tang is and the water and everything else. I don't mind getting it for him, but he's got to wait. Cliff Hickson was first. Wow, 28 minutes early. That's right. Welcome to the show. Here's your happy dance. All right, yes. I got Minnie has a new coat yesterday. Here, can I see that? I want to show the people. Will you hand it to me, please? All right. Highway Star was number 2. Woohoo! All right. Here's your happy dance, Highway. All right. How'd I get 2? I don't know what to do. It's Wednesday. It's home day. Can you please hand me that?
I need a poo.
Well, then go poo. I need to poo, he says. Like, well, then go.
No.
Oh, because it rhymes.
She said,
Yeah. Okay. He was just saying it. Look at this is cool. He got him a new coat yesterday. It's got the hood on there and everything, and it's nice and warm. You know, winter. It's cold out still. It's 30 degrees right now. Ugh. Kings 2000 can say good morning all. That's everybody. That's all. All right, we got Victoria B. What's up? Great to see ya. Terry Barnes, good morning. God bless. God bless you too, sir. Donna Ray's here. What's up? What? No, that's the logo. Yeah.
how did we miss
I knew that was there. You didn't know it was there. I knew it was there. In fact, the picture I took of you yesterday wearing it, the logo was right here. I thought you were purposely standing sideways to show it off. You didn't even know it was there.
this?
Yep. Maple flavored coffee. Oh, wow. Yeah, I haven't had that either. I'm sure it tastes good. I'm drinking hazelnut right now. Or what is that hazelnut or is that's hazelnut? Yeah. I used to hate hazelnut. And I only drank vanilla, but then after a while, like all I drank was vanilla, and I got sick of it. Let's see. Terry Barnes, Dinah Way, Highway Star, Victoria B. David E. Persons is here. Did you hear about the Energizer Bunny getting arrested? He's been charged with battery. You know what's crazy? You could Google this. It's a weird thing. But the Duracell bunny, like that's where it started. The Energizer Bunny came later as kind of like a ripoff of the Duracell Bunny. I didn't even know that was a thing until I was in a store that was like it looked like Japanese knockoff Duracells, but they were legitimate Duracell batteries, but all the writing was in Japanese, and there was the picture of the Duracell Bunny. That's what made me look it up, because I'm like, the Duracell Bunny? I know the Energizer Bunny, and then when I did the research, I realized that the Duracell Bunny actually was first, and that the Energizer Bunny was invented to kind of make fun of. Yeah, it wasn't even ripping off. They weren't ripping off the Duracell Bunny. It was made to make fun of the Duracell Bunny. But then the Energizer Bunny, because of those commercials back when we were kids, it keeps going and going and going. Let's see, Terry Barnes, Highway Star, Donna Ray, Cliff Hickson, Paul Coe, say you my peeps, you hood. B. Barnes, Cliff Hickson, Donna Ray. Let's see. I will scan through the names to see who I didn't say hello to yet. P. Barnes, what's up? Great to have you here. What? He keeps what? Every time I say any word with an ooh sound, he immediately goes, Who? That's great. But Lexi Ann, what's up? We deliberately guess wrong so you don't feel bad. Mr. Thomas is here. Good morning, Hez and the Rash family. What do you call a pig that practices karate? A pork chop. Karate chop. And pigs, pork is made out of pigs. Pork chop. Oh no. What's up? We're live. What's up? What is it? What happens when pork poops? It stinks. Yeah. The kid's right. You can't argue with that. Yeah, I'm sure it would be. In mud, yes. I'm Mr. Thomas Santos here. What's up? Always trucking. We got News No Enemy. What's up? Cheeky Monkey's in the house. Real Illusions. They have good options. All right. I will look that up. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see. Adobe Photoshop. Okay. I'll look into that as well. A blender? Yeah, just take all your pictures and put them in a blender. There you go. Oh, the app, an app called Blender. Coffee should just taste like coffee and nothing else. Well, if you have good coffee, you can get away with that. But when you're drinking this cheap generic crap that they sell at the bodega on the corner, you got to cover it with as much crap as you can to make it palatable. You can always go back to the donut shop. Yep. Going to the donut shop. Hey, the Lessonators in the house. Happy hump day. Yay. What did you say, Minnie? Well, it's because he's talking about Dunkin' Donuts. And he's saying, like, the way they sell donuts. See, when I was a kid, it was time to make the donuts. And there was always a guy in the back making fresh donuts 24 hours a day. Now, you go to Dunkin' Donuts, and every morning they get their shipment of donuts in for the day. And then once those donuts are gone, then they're gone. So if you go in there in the late afternoon or in the evening and you order a Boston cream and they're out of Boston creams, then you just got to wait until tomorrow or the next day or whenever they get another shipment in. It's not the same as what it used to be. Chef M80's here. Good morning. I got my paycheck and the envelope was full of parsley. Somebody garnished my wages. What? Minnie has a staring at me like I just said like the craziest joke ever. What? Oh, man, I should take a picture of that face. Lisa Alcazar's here. You want an easy-to-use platform to create lyrics, cartoon images, anything an AI can create just by typing in what you need. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I've used a couple AI things. That's how I got, actually, AI was how I created this picture of, where is it? Dang, where's that picture? I got a picture of News Now Voodoo in his pimp clothes. I used AI to make that. Oh, there's Minnie Hez. Say hi. Look at the camera and say hello. Say hi. Oh, look at his sweetheart hugging his old man. Anyway, yeah, I used AI to create this picture of News Now Voodoo in his pimp suit. Oh, that's my boy. Let's see what else we got here.
Maybe you should make an actual pimp suit.
Make an actual pimp suit for him. Oh, donut shop brand coffee. I know what you're saying. Yeah, I remember that stuff. We used to get it with the K cups. I always start says hello, Mini Hez. News Now Voodoo said, or News Now Enemy said, aw. Let's see. Hey, Leland Squirrels is here. Let's see. All right. So I think we're pretty much caught up with all of our greetings and hellos for the morning. Hello, everybody. Happy hump day. Welcome to Wednesday. I'm drinking my coffee. Ding dong, dang, dag, nabbit.
Hump day. Happy banana. Whatever banana. Wait. Happy banana bread. Yeah.
I like banana bread.
Bread is lonely.
Anyway, so guys, yeah, it's Wednesday. Hopefully we're gonna have a good day. As for me, I'm not looking forward to today at all. First of all, for the last 2 days, I needed to do laundry, but yesterday I didn't do it because I hurt my knee at work, and from yesterday morning, I was saying my knee already felt stiff. Well, yesterday, by the time I got out of work, I could barely make it up the stairs. It hurt so bad. So I just wanted to, not put any pressure on my knee last night. And I think that was a good idea because right now it's not bothering me really. It's a little stiff, but it's fine. But going up and down the stairs, lugging laundry with me and all that yesterday, it just didn't seem worth it. But now, because I didn't, now I also have yesterday's dirty clothes on top of it. So now tonight I have to do laundry because minus what I have on right now and what I'm going to wear to work, after that, I'm going to have nothing left. I'm literally going to have no clean clothes. Maybe a pair of socks and a couple T-shirts. So I have to do laundry tonight. I have no choice. But it's supposed to be a mix of rain and snow all day today. Yippee. So I get to work outside in that all day. And then come home and then get the laundry together and lug that over to the laundromat.
And Mom's picking me up.
Yeah, and he's going back to his mom, so I'm going to be alone lugging all that stuff. Well, that's all right. I don't want to make him go out in that crap anyway, even though he's got a new coat. What's that? He's furrowing his brow at me. What's up with that? Oh, well.
Joy.
He's a good boy. All right. And loud. No, I see you guys don't get to see this every morning because usually he doesn't wake up with a ton of energy like he did today. It's in fact usually he's still asleep when I start the show.
I just wake up because for some reason I just felt cold.
Today you just felt. Well, we did go to bed early last night.
Dad, you know what happened?
Yeah.
I fell asleep and I randomly woke up.
Oh, well, that happens. Well, it was good timing. You're here. He's full of P and V. So,
I am full of pee. In fact, I'm going to go pee right now.
Yeah, go do that. Oh, I love that boy. All right. Ladonna Rogers, what's up?
I'm going to pee in your shoe.
No, don't pee in my shoe. What are you, News Now Voodoo? He's been teaching you things when I wasn't looking.
That rhymed. What are you, News Now Voodoo?
Yes. All right. Anyway, yeah. The Cody's here. What's up? Great to have you here as always. All right, so I got a few videos on what?
That's actually kind of strange. We haven't got one reply for Happy Dance or or a voodoo zap.
Well, yesterday we had a ton because it was 2 for Tuesday. So, it balances out. But anyway, it is Wednesday. We're halfway there. And then Thursday, and then Friday, and then the weekend. Yeah!
And I have a field trip today.
What?
I have a field trip.
Oh, that's right. He has a field trip today. They're going to go. He's already in the choir, in the school choir. But they're also, today they're going to see band. Like to see if there's any instruments he wants to play.
For next year.
Don't pick the trombone because your brother plays the trombone. I mean, I guess you could play the trombone if you wanted to. But, I mean, you know how mad your brother would get?
Yeah, he'll get...
Especially if you became better at it than him. Oh, he'd be so mad.
And in the 5th grade...
Are there any band instruments that you think you might be interested in?
Not really.
Well, that's what you're going today to find out.
I was thinking of piano, but they don't have.
Ooh, the piano. That would be awesome to learn how to play the piano.
So, because they don't have piano,
if
one
that
day, can we get like a mini practice piano so you could...
I have one in the storage unit.
Oh.
Next time I go, I'll pick it up. We haven't touched it in 3 years, so I don't know if it still works. But if it does,
I don't know if it still works or even tuned.
Well, it's an electric piano.
Oh.
Dakota's like, go for drums. Yeah, I really need. I'll only buy him drums if he gets to keep them at his mom's house.
No. She'll get really mad because she has all those problems with her head, and Bubs will just get headaches over and over again to the point where they'll probably trash my drums and spank me so hard that I'll start crying.
They'll trash his drums and spank him till he starts crying if he played the drums, he said. Donna Ray says guitar. I already got a bunch of those laying around here. I got tons of guitars. I got a Les Paul. I got a Schecter. I got an Ibanez. I got a classical guitar. I got a big old jazz box.
But
Yeah.
It sounds, Dad. Do you have a voice box?
This is my voice box right here.
See, I can do all these different voices.
And I could sound like this, and I could sound like that, and I could sound
Like a wiffle ball bat. Oh, so I'm on the run. The cops got my gun. And right about now, it's time to have some fun.
Voice change. Literally, you're like, oh my god.
Oh, thank you, Cheeky. All right. Anyway, so thank you guys for being here, of course. Thank you for all your support. We're about to go on with the show, start watching some videos. And thank you guys for the suggestions, for different kinds of software I could use. Nightmares Adventures, what's up?
Wait. I got a song.
You got a song? Ooh, I want to hear it. You're a great singer. Let's go.
Okay, that was...
all right. The rain in Spain lies mainly on the plain. Over the weekend, my daughter was here and talking about songs and made me remember this. And this, I don't know why. This has been something that, like, has always been a thing with me. Like, somehow, somewhere in my head, I just randomly get the Christmas song stuck in my head. Specifically, whenever a sentence or a conversation comes up, and then someone will say, "Oh, well, everybody knows that," or whatever. Whenever that phrase comes up, my mind immediately goes to "Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright." Well, over the weekend, my daughter and I were talking, and I threw that out, and she's like, "Hey, I never told you. I didn't know until just this past Christmas that was a real song. Like, I thought that was just you being a goofball, like something you made up." I'm like, "Whoa, wait, really?" Like, because she got so used to hearing me say that all the time. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Wait.
Chuck is here. What's up? What? He stole my gavel. Give me my gavel back. What are you gonna do with it? Oh, you're gonna smack voodoo with it? Yeah.
No, Minnie has, please don't do that. No.
Good improv. I dig it. All right. So, what are we gonna watch first? Let's see. I got.
What should we watch first? You got a Black Hawk Night video?
Well, let me go through what I got here, there, Minnie. Let's see. We got NCR News Network. We got Frauditor Troll. We got Van Balian. We got Pugsy's Dead People. You know what? I think we're gonna start with the Van Balian video just because I haven't done Van Balian in a little while. And we love Van Balian. So let's go ahead and check that out. Alrighty. We'll get that going. Keep on showing the awesomeness that is Minnie has. All right. What's up, buddy? He backed out. All right. I love you guys. Happy Wednesday. Let's go.
I don't need a warrant. No, I don't. The state law requires you to wear a seatbelt. Stop. I'm going to break your window and you will be arrested.
Don't touch me.
Okay.
You're causing me harm. This is not equitable.
Your vehicle is being seized for
Why? Why?
Welcome back to the Van Balian channel, guys. Today we head to Washington State, courtesy of Police Insider, where one of the most intense soft-seat Karens in history turns a simple traffic stop for driving without a seatbelt and proper license plate into a long list of charges when she refuses to cooperate. Right, let's get into the video.
I will break your window, yes. I can break your window and to place you under arrest for failing to identify yourself on a traffic stop. Yes. No, I wish to identify you for driving with no seatbelt on. All right.
How convenient that you heard the part of the conversation that fits your narrative, but not the part that didn't.
Open your door. Open your door.
I don't need a warrant. No, I don't. She came out of the passenger seat, the one on the phone over there.
Okay. Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
I don't know.
Okay. Who is she?
It's a friend of mine.
Okay.
We've been with my mom to play a game. She took me home.
Okay.
With friends like sovereign citizens, who needs enemies, right? My advice, get yourself as far away from this woman as you can, for your own sanity.
Not own me, she's not my king, she's not my ruler, she's not my boss.
I told you I'm pulling you over for failing to wear your seatbelt. Yeah?
That's my determination, self-determination.
The state law requires you to wear a seatbelt. Okay.
Nobody's claiming to be your king or your owner. They just expect you to follow common sense traffic laws. Because guess who gets the job of delivering the bad news to your family when you selfishly refuse to wear a seatbelt and an accident happens? That's right, it's the officer stood in front of you.
Okay. So, are you refusing to identify yourself? Are you refusing to identify yourself? You are in the state of Washington, traveling along the highway.
Can you prove it? Because the statutory definition of in the state, it's in the laws, it means federal territory. And this car is not federal territory. My body is not federal territory. My body doesn't belong to the state.
I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen, okay? If you refuse to identify yourself during a traffic stop, I'm going to break your window and you will be arrested and taken to jail. Do you understand?
When your behavior mirrors that of a child having a tantrum and a certain wild man audits, you know you've hit rock bottom.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not really listening. You know why she's not cooperating? No. Dude, what's your name?
I
didn't know her that well. I just met her.
How long ago did you meet her?
I think she's a work friend, so like 3 weeks, a month maybe.
Okay. And you don't know her first name?
No.
It's kind of weird to have a friend and you don't even know her name.
I think it's Robin. I can't really think right now because I'm panicking.
To be fair, I wouldn't admit to being friends with this train wreck of a woman either. And even more so after watching her go full-blown soft-seat Karen.
You have a window punch?
See Peter does.
Terrifying her. You're gonna hit me? You're gonna hit
Give a window punch?
You're gonna hit my window?
Yeah, I'm going to break your window.
Private property.
I am.
Why are you gonna do that? What?
Right now you're under arrest.
Are you trying to break the window?
What?
Well, we're going to.
Yeah.
What's my name?
Sorry to break this to you, Karen, but they do not need your name to bust out your car window or to book you into the county jail. Your guru lied to you.
I don't need it. That's the problem. Right now you're under arrest.
So,
do you understand?
Robin.
What?
Do you calm down? Okay.
If she will get away from my car, I will come down and speak to you. If she will back away and get away from me, tell her to get away from me. And she's look at me.
That's up to her. That's up to her. If she wants to stand there, she's welcome to stand there.
Is there anything more manipulative and controlling than a soft-stick Karen during a traffic stop? If so, I haven't seen it. Props to that officer for not pandering to her.
My name is Officer.
What's your first name?
Dieter. Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, the investigating officer hadn't realised it yet, but she had also arrested the driver's boyfriend for pulling similar shenanigans sometime in the past. So this isn't her first rodeo dealing with these morons.
So my understanding is that you are anti-police, anti-government.
You have misunderstood.
Okay, what is the misunderstanding?
I don't understand what she's doing.
Okay, so I think she already explained it several times, but you were stopped.
I would like to know where the warrant is, and I would like to know what evidence the city of... Wait, let me finish. I would like to know what evidence the city of Centralia is using to make some kind of determination that I am owned by the city to bully and boss around. What evidence is the city using to prove that I am owned by the city, that you employees that are paid, that I am required to follow your company policies?
Okay, first of all, again, no one is claiming to own you. They just expect you to follow laws that have been derived from the 10th Amendment of the Constitution. You interpreting that to mean they own you is a you problem. Secondly, the only person doing any bullying and bossing around here is you. So take a look in the mirror before making accusations.
I don't know why she's doing this, but it's my dad's girlfriend. She's out to get my house. I mean, she works, but I don't know where she works because it's out of town.
Where is your evidence that I am bound to your statutes? Where is that evidence? Do you have it with you? Do you have that evidence with you?
Are you driving in a vehicle?
Do you have
That's our evidence right there.
With you that I'm driving? Where is the evidence that I'm a driver? Because there is a definition.
Okay.
It's illegal. You guys are bound to know.
What's the code to open the door?
You guys are bound to know this stuff. You guys are bound to know the laws, and you're harming me by not knowing them. You're harming me.
Okay, first of all, the only definition of the term driver that matters is how the state of Washington defined the term. And before you say it, no, they didn't source it from an outdated version of Black's Law Dictionary. Secondly, and while we're on the topic of definitions, I suggest you look at projection, because your claim that they're harming you by not knowing the law fits perfectly.
You're under arrest. You're under arrest right now.
What's my charge? What's the
for
charge?
failing to identify yourself on a traffic stop. I just told you.
What evidence do you have that I am bound to identify to you? I have the right to remain silent.
It's written in state statutes that you need to identify yourself.
I have the right to privacy. You're invading my privacy by forcing me to tell you my name? You're invading my privacy. It's private.
And of course, 99% of these idiots usually have warrants out for their arrest for the usual list of reasons. And this soft-sit is no different. Apparently, she has ongoing felony warrants out of Colorado, so it's obvious why she doesn't want to identify.
Go ahead and we're going to drag her out the passenger side, bust the passenger side window so we don't hurt her with glass.
And who is the complainant? Who is the private man or woman complaining against me?
So
who is the private man or woman?
Go ahead and bust that window.
Who is the plaintiff? Okay, if I go to court, who is the plaintiff?
Robin, I'm gonna break the window. I'm going to break the window.
I have a question.
Okay.
If I go to court, who is the plaintiff? If I go to court, please answer.
I'm going to break the window.
Please don't break my window.
Okay, then open the door, okay? I'm about to break it.
Those are your two options.
Don't touch me.
You're under arrest.
For what?
Typical soft-sit logic, continually demands to see the victim but has absolutely no qualms about potentially creating her own victim when she aggressively rams her car door into a police officer.
What?
You are under arrest.
Don't hurt me. Don't. Let me put my phone on my. You guys. Don't hurt me. You're hurting me. You're hurting me. You're hurting me.
You got it,
You're
Peter?
hurting me. God, they're hurting me. You're hurting me. You're hurting me. You're hurting me. Don't tell him anything.
I'm sorry, but you don't get to call on God when it's convenient to you while ignoring his written word when it's not.
The bottom line is the plates don't match the car either, from my understanding. Yeah. Do you know why that is?
No.
Because they're exempt plates is what it says.
No, I know, I get it. I know that she did it. I don't know why she did it. I didn't care to ask because it's not my business. And because something that happened with my dad, he's very anti-government, and I'm already stressed about other stuff that I don't ask questions.
Your dad is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're, yeah.
Okay, so he's anti-government.
Possibly.
Okay, so you think that's the whole reason of this?
Possibly.
She's just anti.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could we add mad as a box of frogs to that list as well, please?
So, what's her first name again?
Sky, S-K-Y.
No, her.
Oh, her.
Robin.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're hurting me. You're hurting me. You're hurting me.
Okay.
You're causing me harm. This is not equitable. You guys are nuts.
So, Robin, if you not calm down, you're going to be going into a rap, okay? The rap is a burrito.
Just shut up.
Okay? So you need to cooperate with us.
I don't need to do shit.
Are you gonna tell me who you are, Robin? Last name, date of birth?
Oh, is little Miss You're Not the Boss of Me finally invoking her right to remain silent? Yes, but it doesn't last very long.
Spread your feet for me. Spread your feet for me. She's good to go. Where are you? Move over here so we're not going further. All right, Robin.
Please keep my phone off the top of the car.
You're going to be booked into the county jail under Jane Doe. All right?
Yeah. Who's the charge? Who's charging me?
I am.
Really? What's your name?
Sergeant Finch.
You have to do it as a private man or woman. Private woman. Are you going to be on the other side of the aisle? No, you're going to be on the other side of the aisle.
You got her.
I think if this officer wants legal advice, she'll get it from someone who she didn't just arrest for breaking numerous traffic laws.
I'm going to check with them.
Are those cuffs too tight or are they good?
They're too tight on my left side.
Really? Imagine that.
It's not equitable. You all are trespassing upon my rights. I have all of my rights. I have the right to remain silent. I have the right to my privacy. I have the right not to tell you anything.
All right.
I have that right.
Go ahead and step in the car.
You're trespassing on my rights. You're trespassing on my rights. You're trespassing on my rights. And if you guys sworn us to support and defend the Constitution, you are trespassing. You are not an American.
All right.
You are not a patriot. You're a criminal.
Says the person in handcuffs conveniently ignoring the 10th Amendment and peddling an ideology labeled domestic terrorism by the FBI.
Would you like me to read your rights?
You already trespassed upon them, and I have the right to remain silent, so quit asking me your questions and go away.
Two options. We can write a search warrant to try and find indicia in the car to determine who she is. Do we know anything besides Robin?
No. We can get her dad's name.
Her dad?
No. The gals that she was with.
Is her dad D? Ups?
Maybe.
Her last name's...
Would that sound right?
Guy. Yeah, he's a constitutionalist as well.
That sounds right.
He's the one who was going the embezzlement charge on... Not embezzlement. Extortion charge on me.
Okay, so let's look at Dean, see if they have involvement.
With Robin. Maybe. Off Jace. She should know better then, because I put him in. He got a felony because of me.
And now to give her the good news that her vehicle is going to car jail, which goes down about as well as you might expect.
You don't have a search warrant. You don't have a warrant. You listen. You are men.
Stop talking.
You are men.
You're going to jail.
You are gonna.
Your vehicle is being seized for a search warrant to identify you. Do you understand? If you
can't identify me with that. I won't. But I wanted to know why you were searching my car without a.
And the door slam gets 10 out of 10. Right, so according to Police Insider, she was charged with no operator's license without identification, refusal to give information to or cooperate with an officer, resisting arrest, operating a motor vehicle without insurance, failure to renew expired registration over 2 months, and finally, failure to wear a safety belt. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your continued support. I really appreciate it. And if you would like to support me and get early access to videos like this, then all the links to do that are in the description. Right, take care all, and I will catch up with you in the next video.
All right, round of applause for Van Valiant. That's right, that's right. Florida Jim says, I watched a documentary last night about beavers. It was the best damn show I've ever seen. Because beavers build dams. You get it? Wait a minute. Where's my... There it is. What did Nightmare say? Where is it? I know there was a good one from Nightmare on here, too, that I didn't say out loud. Where was it? Dang, damn it. Where'd it go? Let's see. Oh, another one from Florida Jim. I saw a guy waving or something and ignored him. And then I got fired from my job as a lifeguard. He was into water. Help, help. Oh, there it is. Oh, thank you. Nightmare says, how does the moon cut his hair? Eclipse it. Oh, thank you very much. I love it. Oh man, you guys are great. Anyway, so yeah, that lady, like, a lot of these sovereign citizens, like, it isn't like it's real easy just to say, oh, they're stupid and they fell for this scam, but like, okay, try to actually like break down what they're saying and understand it. And you realize that it's like, for example, any lawyer will tell you that they're right in the sense that you don't have to say a word. In fact, a lawyer would say you shouldn't say a word to the cops when they start asking you questions and pull you over and stuff. But you do have to, if they say, they need your driver's license, proof of insurance, or proof of registration, whatever it is they ask for, depending on where you live and how they handle it. You have to do that. You have to comply. You don't have to say anything. That's fine, but you do have to give them the information. So when she's like, I have the right not to talk to you. Yeah, you do. But you still got to give me your driver's license. Like, what's the point of having? Of course, they don't have one because they don't drive, right? Oh, what a bunch of crap. My husband left his phone here. I've been looking for it. I finally found it. And yep, he forgot it. Well, that's good. Or not. I don't know. Does he need it? Yeah, sometimes most of the time I don't bring my phone with me when I go to work because I'm at work. I don't have time to make phone calls. I do generally bring it, in case something comes up or there's an emergency or something and someone needs to contact me, but that's so rare. Oh, it's a company phone. Oh, well then, yeah, he probably should have not forgot it. Yeah. Well, I mean, the job gave him a cell phone for the work. Yeah. Tiny's here. Oh, what's up? Always great to see you. Anyway, let's see. What are we gonna do next? I actually got this one. I actually got this one as a request in an email. So I was gonna show this. We got this from Mr. Thomas. It's his request. It's a Pug Sees Dumb People video. That was special request from Mr. Thomas. So let's go ahead and check this out together, guys. Hopefully it's a good one. Let's take a look. All right.
Awesome intro, Violet. Hey, thank you so much for clicking on our video today. I want to thank all my members, all my subscribers, and all my viewers that come here and watch mine and Violet's videos every day. I can't thank you enough. But today's video, let's okay. This is a step-by-step tutorial on what you have to do to successfully get through a traffic stop with an officer and win your case in court. Are you guys ready? Because I know I am. Let's have some fun. I almost forgot to put this in. Pause this and take some time to look at it. This is the channel that this video came from. Think you know words, and they're going to try to define words, and it's all wrong. Everything's wrong. Enjoy.
Here's a full tutorial for dealing with a traffic stop when traveling privately. All right, everyone, let's talk about a situation we've all either feared or wondered about: getting pulled over while traveling in your private capacity. You've got no license plates and no driver's license because you're not engaged in commerce. The key here is to remember that you're in the right. You're not driving, you're traveling. And this distinction is where the magic happens. I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do from the moment those flashing lights come on, all the way to the sweet victory you'll get in court. And trust me, you'll win this case with ease. Step 1. When the cop pulls you over, first things first, hit record on your phone. You want everything documented and for your own safety purposes. The officer might be wearing a body cam, but you need your own footage. This is crucial to ensure that your story stays clear and untampered with.
This is the most critical part of this whole thing because I want you to record it so we can make fun of you. So please, please, you can even email it to me and I'll put it on the web for you, okay? Just please make sure you record yourself.
Stay calm and confident. You have nothing to fear here. This is an opportunity to stand up for your rights and set the record straight. When the officer approaches, you're going to handle this calmly but firmly.
Sir, ma'am, I pulled you over because you were speeding. Can I see your license and registration?
Good evening, officer. Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Now, this question puts the officer on the defensive. They need to tell you right away whether you're actually being detained or not. If they don't detain you, they have to let you go. If they say you're being detained, you'll ask for the lawful reason.
You're being detained for speeding. Can I see your license and registration?
Okay, we're going to call this sovereign confidence or the SovCon. Because that's what this is. It's a con. Of course, you're being detained. The second those lights go on and you pull over and stop, you're detained. It's not a difficult concept to understand. Okay?
Step 2. The crucial legal distinctions. Now, this is where you take control of the interaction by making the crucial distinctions between commercial driving and private travel.
Officer, I am traveling privately and I'm not engaged in any commercial activity. I don't need a driver's license or registration to exercise my right to travel. I am not operating a motor vehicle as defined by law, nor am I a driver as the law defines it. I'm simply exercising my constitutionally protected right to travel.
Don't forget, make sure you have your trifold with you Look, it even gives you instructions on how to use it, because you're really dumb if you believe any of this crap.
Let's break this down. The officer is expecting you to be a regular driver under the assumption that all traffic laws apply to everyone equally. But here's where we school them on legal definitions. A motor vehicle, by federal law, is defined as something used for commerce, transporting goods or people for hire.
Nope.
You're not doing that. A driver, under the same law, is someone operating a vehicle for compensation. So, you clarify that these definitions don't apply to you because you're not involved in any commercial activity.
I'm going to need your license anyway.
With respect, officer, I'm not required to provide a license because I'm not engaged in any regulated commercial activity. Unless you can prove that I am using this vehicle for hire, you don't have jurisdiction over me. Could you please cite the specific law I've violated?
I can't believe I have to actually explain this to the person who's running the channel called Think You Know Words. The definition of a driver is not found in Black Law's dictionary. You guys are trying to say that because they use the word employ, that means it's in commerce. Okay, person running Think You Knows Words, how about you look at the third bullet point on the definition of employ? Yeah, doesn't mean you have a job, does it? That is the dumbest thing I think I've heard in a long time.
Step 3. The question of speeding. Now, the officer might bring up speeding, and here's where your defense gets even stronger.
You were speeding, that's why I pulled you over.
Speeding regulations apply to drivers of motor vehicles engaged in commerce. Since I am not driving commercially, those laws don't apply to me. Could you show me where in the law it says that private travelers are bound by commercial speed regulations?
Pause and let the officer think for a second. They likely don't have an answer.
Oh, but I do, and the officer does as well. Let's just nip this in the bud. I can't believe I have to actually explain this to adults. Okay, traveling, driving. They're one and the same if you're sitting behind the wheel of the car. Do you get it? No? Okay, I'll dumb it down a little bit more. If you're walking, that's traveling by foot. Cycling, traveling by bike. Get it so far? Do I need to continue, or are you good now? That would mean sitting behind the wheel of the car is driving. The person in the passenger seat, though, they're traveling with you, but they ain't driving.
Step 4. Prepare for the possibility of arrest. If the officer insists on issuing a ticket or making an arrest, do not resist.
You need to do more than just prepare for it. Oh, and please resist. Going back to the first step, make sure you're recording when you do such resisting. Oh, it'd be so beautiful for us.
But this is where your payday is born. I do not consent to any unlawful detainment or arrest. You are acting under color of law, violating my constitutional right to travel. This will be addressed in court.
Every word of what you just said was wrong.
Step 5. The courtroom. This is where we win big. When you get to court, this is where you absolutely destroy the officer's credibility with cross-examination.
Traveler? Okay.
Here's how that plays out.
Officer, how long have you been a law enforcement officer?
5 years.
And in that time, how many traffic tickets would you estimate you've written?
They'll give you a number, likely a lot. This is important because it shows they are well-versed in issuing tickets, but not necessarily in understanding the law. We are going to expose this and make them out to be an incompetent witness or negligent.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Can you please define for the court the legal definition of a motor vehicle under 18 U.S.C. Section 31?
9 times out of 10, they won't know the legal definition. If they don't, they'll stumble. If they do, proceed to the next step.
So, according to that legal definition, a motor vehicle is a vehicle used in commerce, correct?
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Yes.
Now, can you prove that I was engaged in commercial activity at the time you pulled me over?
The officer will almost certainly not be able to prove this.
You can't prove it because it's not true. None of this crap is true. You gotta be kidding me.
Because you were not engaged in commerce. This is the game over moment.
Can you define driver as it appears in legal statutes? Does it not pertain to someone operating a vehicle for hire or compensation?
Again, the officer either won't know, or they'll have to agree with the legal definition.
Oh, there's driver definition again. Do you see any mention of commerce on there anywhere? No, because it's not true, you dumbass.
By asking the officer to define critical legal terms like motor vehicle and driver, you're demonstrating their lack of knowledge about the very laws they are supposed to be enforcing. Most officers are not well versed in the specific legal definitions found in statutes like 18 U.S.C. Section 31. When they can't answer these basic questions during cross-examination, it will highlight their incompetence as a witness. For example, if the officer stumbles when defining what a motor vehicle is under the law or cannot explain the distinction between commercial and private activity, they will appear incompetent.
The only one that appears incompetent in this is the person who wrote this, because it's all wrong.
This demonstrates that they don't fully understand the statutes they are trying to enforce. Failure to establish jurisdiction. If the officer continues with the arrest or ticket despite the fact that you clarified you're not engaged in commerce, it shows a negligent disregard for your rights. At that point, the officer is acting without proper legal authority.
You're wrong again.
You've clearly explained that the traffic laws governing commercial activities don't apply to private travelers, yet they continue to enforce those laws, potentially violating your constitutional rights. Negligent enforcement of law. The fact that the officer didn't properly assess whether you were engaged in commerce before enforcing commercial traffic regulations could also demonstrate negligence in their duty.
None of this has anything to do with commercial. None of it. If you're driving a car, I don't care if you call it traveling or the right word, which is driving, it doesn't matter. You have to have a license. If you are driving commercially, you have a CDL, which is a commercial driver's license. Okay? Is that cleared up now?
Law enforcement officers are expected to apply the law appropriately, and failing to do so shows a lack of due diligence in fulfilling their responsibilities. Why this matters in court. Incompetence as a witness. If the officer can't answer basic legal questions during cross-examination, it undermines their credibility. They come off as someone who doesn't fully understand the law, which can lead the judge or jury to doubt their entire testimony. A witness who doesn't understand key aspects of the law can't reliably testify that they were enforcing it correctly. This opens the door for dismissal of the case, as it becomes clear the officer wasn't acting with full knowledge of the applicable legal standards. Negligence in law enforcement. If the officer knew or should have known that you weren't engaged in commercial activity, continuing to detain or ticket, you could be seen as negligent behavior. This is especially true if you repeatedly clarified your position as a private traveler, and they still proceeded as if you were operating under commercial laws. Negligence strengthens your case if you decide to file a civil rights lawsuit under 42 U.S.C. Section 1983. The officer's failure to properly apply the law shows they violated your rights, whether through negligence or incompetence, and this can lead to a favorable judgment in your counterclaim.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that the officer didn't violate your rights then, huh? Because driving is not a right, it's a privilege.
Step 6. The final move. Once the officer admits that they cannot prove you were engaged in commerce, you move for dismissal.
Your Honor, the officer has failed to establish that I was engaged in any commercial activity, which is necessary to apply the statutes they are citing. As such, I move for immediate dismissal of this case based on lack of jurisdiction.
The court will have no choice but to dismiss the case.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
Step 7. Filing the counterclaim, your payday. Now that the case has been dismissed, it's time for you to go on the offensive. You can file a lawsuit under 42 U.S.C. Section 1983 for violations of your civil rights under color of law. Here's what you'll be suing for: false arrest, false imprisonment, time spent in jail, if any, emotional distress, towing fees if your car was impounded, lost wages if you missed work due to the arrest. And don't forget, you're going after punitive damages because the officer acted with reckless disregard for your constitutional rights. The courts take violations of civil rights very seriously, and if they see that the officer failed to understand basic legal definitions, your claim for punitive damages will be strong.
Uh-oh, watch out. Here comes the dreaded fee schedule. Does that make them commercial then, if they're charging fees?
Conclusion. Teaching others. So as you can see, standing up for your rights in this situation is not only possible, it's simple. The law is clear, and as long as you remain calm, confident, and knowledgeable, you can walk away from this with your freedom intact and, potentially, a payday from the counterclaim. Teach this to others, and let's start holding these public servants accountable when they step beyond their authority. Share and follow if you like this content.
Okay. How does anybody believe this nonsense? Seriously. There are people who actually believe that this is true. Anyway. All right. I hope you enjoyed Violet's little intro there, because I didn't make it till after I recorded the intro. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I thought it was awesome, and we can't wait to see you on the next one. So until then, it's bye.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Bugs. Some people. Oh man, that's awesome. I won a silent auction. I got a dog whistle and 2 mimes. That's from Uncle Artie. Oh man, that's awesome. Anyway, so I am so glad, Mr. Thomas, that you recommended that, because that is hilarious. I can't believe that that's there. And it's funny because I was like, as I was watching that, I thought, I'm going to go to the original video and see what kind of comments this video is getting. Like, how many of these insane soft sits are on there? And the majority of the comments on there are like, dude, you're an idiot. Dude, this is nuts. Dude, people, don't do this. You'll go to court. You'll get in trouble. You'll get your window smashed, your car towed. It'll be a nightmare. You'll go to court. You'll lose. Don't do it. Don't do it. And one of the comments I saw that I actually really liked and wanted to point out was someone, this was 5 months ago, someone said on there that the way like they play their word games and like, I'm not traveling, I'm driving, is like going into a bank with a gun and saying, I didn't steal the money, I'm just borrowing it indefinitely. So it's legal. And that's hilarious, because it is. It's the same thing. It's like, I'm doing this, but I'm saying that I'm doing something else, so that makes it okay. Like, it's the same mentality. I go rob a bank and say, I'm not stealing the money, I'm borrowing it indefinitely. Oh, okay, well, then that's different. You can go free. I'm not driving, I'm traveling. Oh, well, that's different. Here, you can go. It's like, and that's the other thing I don't understand about their mentality and how they can believe it. Like, speed limits don't apply to me. Oh, so you could go 120 miles an hour in a school zone where there's kids trying to cross the street and run into people and run into things, and you don't have insurance to pay for it. So none of that matters because you're traveling. So it's fine. What? Anyway, I'm not smoking the cigarette smoking. I'm just inhaling. Yeah. These guys are lunatics, man. Oh, it's almost time for the Cupcake Happy Dance. They think they're in make-believe land. They are. They are in make-believe land. They're in a world of their own demise. Yeah, it's nuts. They come up with this, and so here's the thing. I know that, like, they have this idea, with all their not crap that they believe in, but it's something that they have, like, the point is, I can see how in a moment of desperation, because the whole way that I found out about all this years ago, the way I found out that this is even a thing, was my tags expired, and at that time specifically, it was like I get this bill to get my tags renewed, and it's like I can't afford this. It was like $85 or something. And to me, at that point, it was like, if I had $80, that's 4 boxes of diapers. Like the priorities were the kids and the rent and this and that. Like, I couldn't scrape up $80. It might as well have been 20 million. Like, I couldn't do it. So I panicked and I started doing research online. Oh, I wonder what my options are, And I found some of this sovereign citizen crap. Now, immediately I realized it was nonsense. And then ultimately I just called the state and worked it out with them, and it's all good. No problem. But the point is, I can see how somebody who's desperate, like, obviously we know you got your people who just flat out hate the government, who just flat out hate cops, and are doing this just because it's something to cling to help their hate. But I think the majority of the people who fall for this nonsense are people who are desperate and broke and figure, well, how can I, not have to pay for insurance and not have to pay for this and not have to pay for that? Oh, I just don't do it. And then if I get caught not doing it, tell them I'm just traveling. It's okay, and they'll let me go. And then eventually, of course, that's not true, and they find out it's not true, and then they get mad. Because, like we saw, one of the reasons this works is because it's written into the script. Hey, if you get pulled over, just say, I'm traveling, and if you go to court and they arrest you, then that just proves that they're bad guys, because they wouldn't be arresting you if they knew the law. That just proves that they're stupid and they're trying to rip you off. Like, no, it proves that you're lying and that this whole thing doesn't work. People are dumb, stupid and dumb. All right, so for those of you who don't know, Uncle Artie, what he's talking about is he made this for me. He made a dozen custom Hezokuai coffee mugs that we're going to bring back the Wheel of Names next month, and we're going to give away coffee mugs, handmade by Uncle Artie. And here's the promo video he made to show off his Hezokuai custom mugs. So let's check that out. All right. And it's only 2 minutes, so it's all good. Here we go. And then we'll have plenty of time before the cupcake happy dance. All right.
Fear? Hezokuai is here.
All right. Ole. All right. Yeah, look. Okay. Ole. Yeah.
Hezokuai is here.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Okay. Ole. All right. All right. All right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Artie put a lot of work into those, so we got that to look forward to. That's good stuff. Crime Dog McGruff. All right. Where's my button? There it is. That's right. You know, I came up with, and I don't remember if I put it in my members only. If I didn't, I should. But I came up with, I actually took the Underdog theme song and replaced it with every time he says Underdog, it says Hezokuai, and then it got, copyright. I wonder if that's on here because I put a lot of work into that. That was actually pretty good. Let me see. Do I have that on here? Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's in my members only section. You know what? I'm going to show it here real quick. Yeah, why not? And then if you ever want to watch it again, obviously it's in the members only section. But because I put a lot of work into this, and this is cool, and I already know I'm going to get copyright on it, but it's not a strike. It's just there's a difference between a copyright strike and a copyright claim. Whichever one is the bad one, it's not that. So, but I think this is cool. I'll show you guys this. I'll share this with you guys because you guys are awesome and you deserve it. And it'll take us right up to the cupcake dance. It's perfect timing. All right. Here we go.
There's no need to fear. Hezokuai is here.
When criminals in this world appear and break the laws that they should fear and frighten all who see or hear, the cry goes up both far and near for
Hezokuai, 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 Hezokuai.
Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder.
Hezokuai, Hezokuai, Hezokuai.
Yeah, man. Oh my goodness. Yes. Fun. Anyway, we got about 6 minutes to the cupcake dance. Let's see. What could I stretch it out here in the next 6 minutes? They got any 6-minute videos? No, these are all long. All right, you guys got any more dad jokes for me? When does it start? I mean the drawing. I'm figuring I'll probably do it for next month because I don't even have the mugs yet. Uncle Artie just made them and sent me the videos, so we're gonna need time for shipping and all that. So yeah. Play the mug video I just did. Let's see. Here, let's go back to this idiot that this video that Pug showed in the comment section here. Let's take a look at that real quick while we're waiting. Let's see. Some of the Let's see. All right. Wow, the ignorance here is astounding. There is no right to drive. The right to travel has nothing to do with motor vehicles. The right to travel only pertains to moving residences between states. Under the 10th Amendment, the states have the rights to regulate the roadways, and all states require a driver's license, insurance, and registration. If you choose to ignore the law, the law will seize your car and you will eventually be put in jail. FAFO. The term private and commerce are irrelevant and was derived from some idiot who confuses the word employ in the Black's Law Dictionary version 2. Black's Law Dictionary has since clarified that word. Stop being an idiot. You were warned. Like it or not, all 50 states require a driver's license, insurance, tags. If you really want to be a pioneer, go before the state Supreme Court to argue the fact. And yes, see, that's the thing. That would be the way to do it. If you really legitimately believed that this stuff was wrong and wanted to fight it, you'd take it all the way to the Supreme Court and argue it with them. You wouldn't. It's the same thing like I always say with the frauditors. That's why the immortal Schrodinger always used to say that frauditors are just soft sits light. It's like the same mindset. It's this idea that, like, you know, if I see that there's a no filming policy on a building, instead of going through the proper channels to say, hey, I think that is an unconstitutional policy, you just intentionally violate the policy to make your video and post it on YouTube and get your clicks and views. Like, it's Let's see what else this idiot has. We know what the idiot has to say, what the responses have to say. Dude, I've had this happen so many times. Jail fines, arrested over and over, and impounded vehicles. Let's see. Oh, and that's the one that I read earlier. If you go to a bank with a gun, you're not stealing money, you're just borrowing it indefinitely. I had a friend who was born at home with no paperwork, a birth certificate or anything. He drove all his life and was pulled over several times. The cops didn't know what to do and wouldn't let him go, and would let him go. I mean, that's different than purposely being an obtuse idiot intentionally. All those who think this is nonsense really need to look into the 14th Amendment case. Oh, this is pro. I've not registered a vehicle. Well, good luck getting arrested. Yeah, so there are some idiots who believe in this crap. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, some of these people are idiots, actually. Okay, this one is this one is basically saying go back to the Supreme Court. Trying this will get you in more trouble than your butt and bank account can get you out of. When pulled over, be nice first, obey every command. If you disagree, take it to court. Yes. By what method are you traveling? Oh, driving. Driving is how you're traveling. It's possible for an action to fall into more than one category. If you say you aren't driving while traveling via driving, you made false statements to law enforcement as well. Man, I hope someone follows your advice and sues you for offering this as legal advice and assurances that they will win. Because time and again, people have done this and keep losing. LOL, that's not how this works. Are you serious? If any of this was valid, there'd be no such thing as moving violations. Pretty sure every state has a walk around this argument. Horse poop. Good luck with this crap. Oh, it's 7:20. It's time for the cup cake happy dance. All right. Okay. Olay, all right, yes. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Hez is not reading his chat, damn it. Vinny has. Oh, yeah. All right.